Now you can see the interviewer asked a question, what were your aims and how did you work to achieve them? For that, Vartika Joshi informed, I wanted to make sure that I complete this journey with ultimate honesty. So, how she wanted to complete the journey means with honesty. I did not set out for a destination. So, by chance only they got an opportunity to circumnavigate the world. This is not their aim or goal to circumnavigate the world. So, by chance only they get this opportunity. But they wanted to do that opportunity in a honest way. So, my contention was to make sure that we go by the rules of circumnavigation, which say that you don't have to use any auxiliary means of repulsion and you don't have to take anybody else's assistance. So, in a natural way, they want to sail the boat. So, according to her contention, what was for what she was making a struggle or a great effort means to follow the rules and regulation of the navy or the circumnavigating the world. That is not to use any auxiliary means of repulsion. That is artificially they don't want to sail the boat by using the motor engine. Only by the wind, by the natural wind they wanted to move the boat. And you don't have to take anybody else assistance. I grasp that completely. So they should not need or ask any help from anyone. So in that they all were stubborn in those things, not to get any artificial type of thing to sail the boat or getting any help from anyone. Then the next question was, name that one quality of yours that enable you to complete this expedition successfully. Whenever the winds dropped, it would not have taken me even a fraction of second to switch on the engine. So when the speed of the wind is dropped, as a captain, she can switch on the engine and so that they can move 1 mile ahead. But inside of me, something poked me, insisted me and said that you have to be honest. So all the time you have to be honest and obey the rules and regulations of the circumnavigation. So this attitude of her made her to complete this task successful and said that you have to be honest with yourself and this expedition has to be done with honesty. I am glad that we were able to finish it successfully without the use of the engine at all. Only by the natural winds they sailed the boat. So very honestly she had completed that job. Then the next question was, as the head of the crew, how did you involve the team? We have all sailed and trained the same amount. So only by namesake I am the captain, but the training and we are sailing in the same boat and the training is given for each and everyone as the same. And everybody has their own way of dealing with situations. But that was a good thing because we could discuss different ways of solving a problem and choose the best one. So each and everyone having certain qualifications. So using that, if we cross any problems, we discuss each other and choose the best one. In fact, I would say it was easier for us to collaborate and work together. So we were a team of 6 crew members and it was easy for me to collaborate and work together with the team. Then Payal Gupta informed, when you are out at sea, teamwork is the most important in the middle of the crisis. Even during the storm, when 3 people would be out on watch. So when there was a storm in the sea, when you are out at sea, teamwork is the most important in the middle of the crisis. Even during the storm, when 3 people would be out on watch, the other 3 who would be inside would not be able to rest. So 3 people will go outside and watch the storm and the other will be inside and they are also doing some work inside the boat. What they will do means somebody would heat the water, the other person would heat the gloves because it was raining also. So Team effort actually helped in navigating through the 20 hours long storm. So how long there was a storm means for 20 hours. So because of their team effort, they had overcome that storm. I feel that if I had been alone, then it would have been a nightmare to deal with the challenges that the sea throws at you. So that is in Mahadev. Solo performance was made by Dilip Donde. But what Payal Gupta said means if she is solo, that is, she was traveling in the boat alone means it will be a nightmare for her. So she can't able to overcome those challenges. So because of the team and the crew members, she had completed that team. That is, she had completed the task very successfully. Then share your experience about the most challenging task while sailing. Vartika Joshi answered, the sea can get really tough when the winds are picking up. When the speed of the wind is raised, the voyage in the sea will be tough. Those are the times we have to be active and need to anticipate. We have to force ourselves what could be there ahead. In the South Pacific, we encountered a storm where the seas were almost 9 to 10 meters high and the winds were picking up to 60 to 70 knots. That is a unit of speed which is equal to 1.852 kilometer per hour, which is about a hurricane force of wind on land. But while traveling in the South Pacific, they can't able to see any landmass in order to stop the wind or escape from the storm. So it is a very tough one while traveling in the sea. It was also a blissful experience when something broke down, and after a lot of hard work and effort, we were able to fix it together. We will remember these incidents as well because it gave us the strength to move on, and if something, so how to repair things also, they were well trained. So it was a blissful experience when they were working hard and putting so much of effort in order to put right on some repaired things. So that incidents gave them their strength to continue their journey. If things went bad, we were able to overcome those challenges. Interviewer, how adventurous was your trip? How mysterious was your trip? When we were crossing the Tasman Sea, we witnessed the brilliant southern lights from sea. It was rare to watch that in those months, that too from sea. We were absolutely awestruck as we were not expecting it to see the entire sky lit up in green light. There was blue luminescence. Luminescence, bioluminescence means yeah, kind of chemical light which was spread out by the organisms in the sea. That is, the marine creatures, they will split out some bioluminescence, a kind of chemical light that is called as bioluminescence. Dolphins swimming. So with the help of those lights, they are able to see dolphins swimming in the wake of the boat like our neighbors, and a variety of sea creatures. We spotted a dead sperm whale once and we thought it was an island from a distance. It was so huge. We are not specialists, so whenever we spotted something, so through that green light, they are able to see various type of creatures. So some creatures they are able to identify and some creatures they can't able to identify. So they Google it and learn about those species. This is bioluminescence light. Then the next question was, how did your crew spend time deep in the sea? During circumnavigation, this was answered by the Lieutenant Commander Swati P. We picked up some hobbies and kept posting pictures of delicacies like golgappas, pani puris and cakes. We also read books when the weather was pleasant and did some quilling paperwork and craft work. While team leader Josie read comics and the Ramayana during her journey. I loved cooking as well, so I indulged in baking. I also like crafting a lot, so I used to make lamp shades, a covering for lamps. I love it when people appreciate the food that I cook, so I gave my crew members the best dishes that was possible on land with the limited resources that we had on the boat. So whatever limited resources is there, she can able to prepare variety of dishes and in order to satisfy the crew members. Vartika Joshi, 6 is a great number. We were always entertained. We watched movies, listened to music, and you won't believe some of the goodies the crew rustled up in our tiny pantry even while sailing in the sea. So we can't able to forget the preparations made by the crew members. We made parathas, baked cakes and breads, and even made alwa and rasagullas. Then we celebrated festivals at sea. When we think about it now on land, even we can remember whenever we celebrate certain festivals on land, we think about the festivals we celebrated while circumnavigating the world. We celebrated 3 birthdays, including the first birthday of the boat. Also, specific occasions like crossing the equator. So, these are the incidents while circumnavigating the world they can't able to forget. One is they celebrate the Diwali festival at sea, and they celebrated two persons' birthday and also the birthday of the boat, and also the specific occasion while crossing the equator and the international date line. This is the imaginary international date line which fixes the day and date. The next question, pass on to Swati P. What motivated you to fulfill the country's expectations? We knew that the entire country was watching us and praying for us. So we never wanted them to have a single day thinking that we are in trouble. So they don't want what are the troubles the crew members are facing. They don't want to inform it to the world. We knew that it is going to happen, but the people out there did not know that kind of challenges we were facing. Already we know that these are the difficulties we are going to face in the sea, but we don't want to inform the people the challenges we are facing in the sea. So one of the motives that we kept in mind was that we did not want to frighten them. So what is the only thing we want to keep in our mind means we don't want to frighten the people. We decided that once the circumnavigating was over, we are going to show what we have actually gone through. So after we safely landed on Goa, we want to show the people what are the difficulties we had faced in the sea. Then the interviewer, as a woman, how would you consider this expedition? It is a matter of great honor, and we could not have imagined anything better for our cast off. Of course, we being an all-women team, it is a great boost to women in the country. But as we are going as sailors, and we as sailors have seen that the sea does not discriminate between genders. So there is no gender difference between while sailing in the sea, and our circumnavigation will give a motivation and inspiration to all women to participate in all the things. It is always gender neutral, and we have realized that gender does not play a role in sailing, but to boost the morale in the country and for more women to take in adventures like sailing. I feel it is great that an all-women team had been formed to undergo this expedition. So, our journey, our circumnavigating the world will give motivation and inspiration to all women that even women can able to sail in the sea. Which quality of the skipper helped to bring out a successful expedition? Who among the crew mentioned about the teamwork? When did they witness the brilliant southern lights from the sea? How did the sea appear there? What festival did they celebrate during their expedition? These are the questions you have to give your answers.